Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Minecraft grabbing the Rainbow Collection achievement, which is to gather the 16 varieties of wool. The first thing you need is you need to get some wool. Wool is dropped by sheep. You can either kill them, which will usually drop 1 wool, or you can shear them, which usually gives you more wool and gives them the chance to grow the wool back because you don't have to kill them. And you are going to need 16 pieces of wool, and the wool comes in the stock color of white, so that knocks out one of the varieties. And we're going to put it in the wall like that. The other types of sheep that can spawn are brown, black, light gray, gray, and pink. However, these are a little more rare than the white wool. The next step has you set the difficulty to easy, and you have to kill skeletons at night and harvest their bones. You are going to need a total of 2 bones for this achievement. Once you have the bones, you want to break them up into bone meal. Once again, you need 2 bones, which will give you a total of 6 bone meal. You need at least 5 for this achievement, 1 to be on the safe side. The next step is to gather ingredients. The first one you need are red flowers. I recommend picking 2 to 3. Then you need dandelions. You need, once again, 2 to 3. And those spawn in grassy areas. The next part is cactus. I recommend chopping down 2 cacti. These spawn in the desert. The next step is lapis, which spawns underground, about the same layer as gold, and you need at least a stone pickaxe to mine it. And the next step are cocoa beans. These can be found in jungle biomes growing on jungle trees, which look like this. You just want to pop one and grab the beans. The next thing we need is ink sacs, which can be harvested from squid. Squid will spawn in bodies of water. It doesn't necessarily have to be an ocean. They can spawn in rivers and lakes too. However, you will find them most likely in oceans because there is a big body of water, so thus a higher chance of them spawning. Alright, once you have all your ingredients, you want to take your rose to the crafting table and build rose dye. Then you want to craft that with a piece of wool to make red. That knocks out our second color. Then with one of our dandelions, we are going to make yellow dye and then make yellow wool, and that will be 3. And now every time you build a dye, you should get 2. So you want to combine your leftover red with your leftover yellow to make orange, and then you can get another one out of the way by dyeing it with another piece of wool. So that takes care of 4. The next color is going to be green. To get green dye, you need to smelt a cactus, and that should give you the green dye. You just want to combine that with a piece of wool to get green dye, and that knocks another one out of our way. And while you're at it, cook some more cactus because you need a lot of it for this achievement. You want to combine a piece of lapis with a piece of wool to get blue. And then with our leftover cactus and another piece of lapis, we are going to make cyan dye and then combine that with wool to get cyan wool. And that takes care of another color. The next color has you using a rose to make another rose red dye, and then you want to combine that with lapis to make purple, and then combine that with wool to get a purple wool. Then what you want to do is you want to go back to your crafting table. We are going to make brown using our cocoa beans and dye, and we're going to use our ink sac with wool to make black. And you want to put that into the wall like that just to keep track. And now what you want to do is you want to use your bone meal to combine it with other stuff. So a bone meal and a cactus will give you lime dye, which you want to dye a wool to get lime. A bone meal with a lapis will give you light blue, and you want to combine that with a wool to get light blue wool. That will take care of another one. The next one you want is pink, which is the red dye you got from the rose and bone meal, and then you can make pink wool. Put that in the wall. After that, you want to combine the bone meal with the ink sac to get gray, and you should get 2 gray dyes. So you want to combine the second gray dye with another bone meal to get light gray, and then you can make both of those wool colors. So there's gray and light gray. There's 2 variants, both of which require bone meal. So put those 2 in the wall. And the last color is going to be magenta. You should have a leftover pink dye as well as a leftover purple dye, and you want to combine those 2 to get a magenta dye and then dye another piece of wool. This should be your last one, your 16th piece of wool. And there we go, just put it in the wall. That's all 16 gathered, and you should get the achievement. There it is, 30 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.